Today we want to talk a little bit about teeth, understanding how our teeth are named and where they are in our mouths. And so we'll just begin with describing the basic teeth that we have in our mouth, beginning with the incisors. The incisors are the four teeth in the front used for cutting. It's commonly referred to as the biting edge of the teeth here. So it's your four front teeth, top and bottom, are your incisors. Next to them are your cuspids or canines. For the top two teeth, they're called your eye teeth. They look sharp, they're used for tearing, and they look similar to the canines on a canine, a dog. The sharp teeth that come down. So these are next to your incisors are your cuspids or canines, and for the top two ones, once again, they're also known as your eye teeth. The next two teeth, both top and bottom, are called your premolars, and they are used to help move food back to the actual chewing surface, which is your molars. Your molars are the 12 teeth in the back, 3 per quadrant, top and bottom. So beginning in the back, once again, molars for chewing, premolars next to them used to transfer food back, cuspids or canines for tearing, and then your incisors in the front. These are the basic names for the teeth and where they are located, but you can get even more specific than that by talking about the different surfaces of the teeth, the outer surface or the inner surface. Is it buccal, meaning the surface closest to the cheek? Is it labial, the surface closest to the lips? So when we talk about the buccal surface, we're talking about the back teeth, obviously, the molars and premolars. When we talk the labial, we're talking about the incisors, the part of the tooth closest to the lips. And then when we talk about the facial teeth, we're talking about the outer surfaces of all the labial and buccal teeth because they help make up the shape of the face. Those outer surfaces of the teeth help give our shape to our face. So someone who has teeth that maybe poke out in the front, it affects the way their face looks. So basically, the buccal and the labial combined creates the facial teeth, but the buccal refers to the surface of the tooth closest to the cheek, labial surface of the tooth closest to the lips. Then we have the lingual surface, which is the surface closest to the tongue. This would be on the inside of the teeth, basically. We've got the distal teeth, which is the surface away from the midline, and the mesial teeth, which are the surface toward the midline. And then we have the occlusal teeth, which is the biting surface of the posterior teeth. Now, this would be the portion that we masticate or chew with in the back. So distal, surface away from the midline, mesial, surface toward the midline, occlusal, biting surface of the posterior teeth. And then, once again, to name the teeth, instead of just giving the basic, you can get very specific by combining the terms over here so that we get the mesobuccal, mesiolingual, distobuccal, and distolingual by combining the surfaces, if you will, related to the teeth. Anyway, this has just been a basic overview of our teeth, how they're named, where they're located.